Oh, I love coffee. I also love almonds. Pop an almond, take a drink of coffee. It's a vanilla flavor, and it's delectable. Okay. Enough of those shenanigans. I'm Steve. Welcome to another episode of Millionaire Habits. In this video, I'm going to react to a Graham Stephan reaction to our CNBC feature. I hope that made sense. Okay. A couple weeks ago, CNBC sent out a little film crew to our house here in Arizona where they filmed a little documentary about how we live our life, how we manage money, that kind of thing as early retirees. Graham Stephan has a huge YouTube channel, makes a gazillion dollars a month. Actually, I think it's more like 400 grand, but that's still a whole crap ton of money. And part of what he does is just review CNBC, make it videos and other videos, and gives his reaction. He reacted to ours. I'm going to react to his. And you know, I was a little bit afraid that this was just going to be a hit piece where he was going to just criticize everything we do, call us old, or the sun must be really harsh out there, look at their skin, you know, that kind of stupid stuff. But his reaction video was actually pretty reasonable, most of it. Okay, let's dive right in.
Making so much money by the time you're 30 that you could basically do whatever you want, you could goof off all day, you could react to videos on YouTube, and you never have to worry about money ever again in your entire life.
That's, yep.
Okay, no, but seriously, we got this concept here. It's a brand new video idea from CNBC Make It. It's titled, Retiring Early on $870,000 in Arizona. Let's go and begin.
In my early 30s, I came to the realization that I just could not spend the rest of my life sitting in front of a computer, working 10 to 12 hours a day, writing computer code or fixing problems.
That kind of sounds exactly what I do. Seriously, at this point, it's spending 8 to 12 hours a day in front of the computer, planning out videos, filming videos.
Okay, can anybody tell me what that weird orange light is on the top left of his video? It's not exactly distracting, it's kind of cool, but I have no idea what that is. All right.
Listen, I gotta say, it's pretty remarkable they were able to retire off $870,000 as a couple. I have a feeling they gotta supplement their income somehow, because here's the thing. Health insurance is going to just rip them apart. It's so expensive.
Health insurance is ridiculously expensive. No argument there. He is absolutely right. We do what we can. We do the best we can. We live as healthy as we can, but yeah. And we retired in our mid-30s with $870,000.
And live a little bit outside of Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah, exactly. Good luck doing that in California.
That's why we wouldn't do it in California.
Wow, look at that. So they retired on 870, and then with the market going absolutely berserk, it's grown to $1.2 million. So they've now made $400,000 almost being retired. That just goes to show you how berserk the markets have gone lately, and if you're not invested in the market, you're getting left behind at this point.
So for me, that means getting up around 6 a.m. Maybe I work out for a couple of hours. I mess around on the computer for a while, do email, social media, that kind of thing. We go out and take walks with the dogs at about 10 a.m.
Yeah, see, they gotta have some sort of structure. You can't just retire and then lay around the house doing nothing all day.
That is absolutely 100% true. There's like this early retirement bell curve where after you retire from a job you don't like, you're on this high that's like ecstasy. It's great. Life is just wonderful. You're just vegging or just watching Netflix or whatever. But then eventually life starts to catch up with you and that becomes a routine. And you have to have something to do with your life in order to feel like you're fulfilled or you're providing some kind of meaning to somebody or something. You need structure. My wife, Courtney, has always been way more of a saver than I was. Before we got married, I had the house in the suburbs. I had a supercharged Corvette convertible. I had a brand new Cadillac CTS.
Oh yeah, of course she's gonna be like,
honey, get rid of the Corvette, the babe magnet.
Okay. There was a little bit of there was a little bit of that, but I personally wanted to get rid of that car because that became a money pit thousands of dollars a month in repairs. I just wanted out of it. I wanted out of it. There's a little bit of that, but it was mainly me.
Wow, $125,000 a year as an IT consultant. It would be hard, I feel like, to walk away from that income, because you gotta think, every year you just work a little bit longer.
Oh, that's what we call one more year syndrome, where you could just work one more year or just one more year and then one more year, and it keeps going. Eventually, you have to call it at some point. I couldn't keep going the way I was going. I had to call it.
That's really gonna solidify your retirement that much more, and even if you just gave it 3 to 4 more years.
No, no, no.
He'd be able to retire off maybe 1.3 million, which would have grown to like 1.8 by the time he's done. And at that point, the retirement that they could have with almost $2 million is going to be dramatically different.
The top hat, that may have got me to work another month, but another 3 to 4 years, that top hat ain't worth it, bud.
Then right now being worth about 1.2. By the way, do you see the camera on his desk? I'm sensing a YouTube channel. Let's just see. This wouldn't be the first time.
Oh no. He caught us. He caught me. Yes, I have this YouTube channel that's not monetized. I make a grand total of $0 a month. I have another YouTube channel that I run with my wife, Courtney. It's about travel and living off grid. That one is monetized. We make an average of about $300 a month. So, yay to all that YouTube money. I don't think I'm doing this right.
We figured out we needed to save between $800,000 and $900,000 as long as we kept our lifestyle pretty minimal and did some big changes like moved into our Airstream and were able to keep our monthly expenses down to a minimum.
Wow, they really took frugality seriously, but it goes to show you, just being disciplined, cutting back on your savings, you could accomplish a lot by cutting back as much as you can and then also having a really high income.
Graham is absolutely right. The income is great. There's no question about that. But if you can cut back your expenses, oh man, your options expand significantly. We decided that we wanted early retirement more than we wanted some of the nicer things in life.
That is extreme. I mean, I'm pretty on like the extreme side of things, but to me, I can't imagine just like, as soon as you leave the house, your budget is less than $2 a day.
Yes, but that was only when we were in the lead up to early retirement. We do not live like that now. We have a really good grasp of our lifestyle and what we could spend money on and what we can't. We did live that way for a couple of years, but the vast majority of our retirement does not look like that. We spend pretty much anything we want at this point, as long as we can make a semi-rational argument that it's a legitimate expense.
Yeah, so right now they're spending about 4% of whatever their nest egg is, which I would personally say might be kind of aggressive for 2 people, just considering the really tiny chance that, let's say, the market goes down for quite some time, and then by the time they're like 70 or 80, they're not going to have much money left over. Now, the positive thing here is that it looks like they are able to cut back if they need to, and they're both fully capable of working if they need to make more money. So, to me, this situation actually seems to work out quite well.
That is important. If you take a look at our budget, the majority of our spending is discretionary. And discretionary funds you can cut back on when you need to. That is the key. Talk about every single purchase. We agree on everything that we spend money on, and it's very easy.
Let's see, we got groceries. Woo! $750 a month on groceries, and that, here we go, includes alcohol. Huh.
We enjoy a happy hour. We enjoy a cocktail or a beer. There's nothing wrong with alcohol, unless it's in excess.
Business 333 with a squiggly. Creative Cloud, Google Domain, UPS box. Sounds like they got a YouTube channel.
He caught me again. $300 a month. Nobody is getting rich on that.
$132 a month for subscriptions, Wi-Fi, gym, Netflix, Discovery Plus, Amazon Plus, that's fine. Why does he need a gym membership though? Doesn't he have a gym at home? So that might be kind of redundant.
Yes, I do, but it's a Planet Fitness membership, which means it's $20 a month for nationwide access. So whenever we do travel, I can go to the gym, there are showers there, it works out beautifully.
We will go to a grocery store about 45 minutes away once every week and a half or so.
45 minutes away to go to a grocery store.
Okay, let's stop right there. What CNBC did not choose to include is we drive way less than we did when we lived in a city. And the reason is every time we do go out, yes, it's a longer drive, but we do everything we need to do every single time we go out. So we do multiple things, get it all done, and then come back. So we only leave the house to go grocery shopping maybe once a week, max. Whereas when we were living in a city, we were going out at least daily or every other day at the bare minimum. So we actually drive less living out here in the middle of nowhere, even though the grocery store is 45 minutes away, than we did living in a city.
Imagine you get back and you're like, ah, crap, I forgot the lentils.
That's what lists are for.
Whoa! $500 a month for health insurance. Gosh, I swear, the United States is so broken for health insurance. It's so expensive and like nothing is covered. Like I went to go and get a skin checkup and going through my insurance was such a pain, I paid for it out of pocket. I paid out of pocket because I didn't want to deal with the insurance company even though I pay. Now it's like $275 a month. It's basically for nothing.
Graham pays $275 a month. We pay $500 for two people. So that means he's actually paying more for his health insurance than we are for ours. But still, absolutely no argument. It is insanely expensive.
I basically just go and burn it. I burn it. Look, I got this. This is what I do every month.
Wait, you burn a $100 bill, bro?
Burn it.
Dude, that's not cool.
I didn't think that one through. Where am I going to put that? It's still burning. Crap. Wow, $60,000 to $80,000 in their savings account. I wonder why they need so much.
We certainly don't want to need $80,000. We don't want to use that money, but that makes us feel comfortable in a recession that we all pretty much know is coming, but we don't know when or how bad it's going to be, obviously. But having that much in cash really helped us last year in 2020 during the pandemic. So we know how well having all that cash available works for us. So that's why we keep it in a savings account. We were in a little mini but sharp recession, and my friends and some of my family were begging me to sell to get out of the market because everything is going to crash. But for us, we did not do that. We did not sell a single share of stock during the economic downturn.
They're really smart when it comes to money. They aren't dumb about it. They're not oblivious to all the risks with what they're doing. But him staying in the market, not trying to time anything, not selling anything, that was the right move to make.
Absolutely. It is virtually impossible to consistently time the market. You may be able to get lucky once or twice, but you're not going to get lucky consistently unless you're doing insider trading, and that's illegal.
I'm all for it. I just gotta say the peace of mind they must feel every night when they go to bed just knowing that this is their only expense plus whatever food they want to spend, that's gotta be nice. But again, the trade-off, they're living 45 minutes away from a grocery store, so...
What is it with your paying up about 45 minutes from a that's not all that uncommon. Yes, when you're in a city, it's right next door. But again, we drive less now than we did living in a city because we do more every time we go out. Okay, that's it. Like I said, his reaction video was actually pretty reasonable. There was a hang up about living 45 minutes away from a grocery store, and he seemed to catch us about all of that money that we're making on YouTube. But all in all, it was a pretty reasonable reaction. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you think this is kind of fun. This channel, fun. Subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.